Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today was tournament day, and as you can tell, we're not on the water. We're not even in Winona anymore. We're back at the garage. So today you saw some pretty nice footage just now. Cool little running footage, just some stuff that we picked up, you know, from the tournament and just through the day. We zeroed. So here's the thing. We worked pretty hard at this, practicing and stuff and trying to find some things, and we found some stuff. The practice video for day 3, when I picked up my partner John, I didn't record the rest of that, but we found some stuff. We found some fish, and we weren't quite sure how well it's going to hold up, and obviously it didn't hold up. But I caught a smallmouth on a spinnerbait, a big war eagle white chartreuse with an orange blade on it spinnerbait. Blew my mind. I mean, it wasn't a big one. It was a smaller fish. It was a keeper. But yeah, so we got a bunch of random bites and stuff. Caught a lot of pike, some walleyes you saw, and overall it was a nice day. That's about it. There were other guys that caught them, so I mean, a lot of those guys, they know that river, and some of those guys are river rats, and hey, you know, good job to them. They fished really well. That was awesome. We, however, did not. So the thing is, when we practice, we practice to find fish, and if we find an area of fish, then we leave. And we never really found that area where it had a bunch of fish other than one, and that was off camera. I was having issues with the GoPro, but that area we caught a few fish. We saw a big one blow up, and it was a big largemouth, probably about 4 pounds, and maybe a little bit more than that. I'm not sure. You know, they can look really big or really small depending on, you know, when they jump. It just all depends on, you know, how they jump. Anyways, we found an area that had some fish, so we're confident that we're going to at least get some fish in there. And I had caught a couple fish off of trees, flooded timber, and since the river was still flooded, there's a lot of flooded trees and brush and stuff like that. And you know, typically the fish will, you know, push into the new cover. And so that's what I went for hard the first 2 days of practice, is finding that cover. I found some really nice stuff, but they weren't there. So I just kept trying to run around. You know, there's going to be a pot of fish somewhere, and I never ran into them. And we found a couple other areas too, and we ended up catching one bass today, and well, this tournament, but it was not a keeper. There were a lot of other guys that zeroed as well, and I'm not sure what their circumstances were, but for us, we just never landed on them. And there's you know, a couple people who are one that weighed in one fish that was under 2 pounds, and then I think half the field didn't even have a limit. So we weren't the only ones that struggled. However, you know, I don't know how well the other guys were doing, where they were at either. You know, hindsight 2020, we stayed in pool 6. Perhaps we should have went to a different pool. I stayed out of pool 7 on purpose, definitely on purpose, because of the hearing that there's other tournaments going on and using pool 7, people practicing. I figured it was going to be pretty burned out. So maybe that I should have went and checked it anyways. And then pool 5A. That one was, I mean, we were pretty close to that locking dam. We could have ran up there, but my thing was I didn't want to run through a locking dam and risk wasting too much time, you know. If we did find them up there, see, I should have practiced up there too, but I didn't. I wanted to lock in on 6 and stay there and try to figure 6 out. It's too much water for me to be running around. I don't know this river very well, so I got to lock it into an area and try to figure out that area, you know. And obviously it didn't pan out that way. So next time I'm going to mix it up, and, you know, we'll do something new. Definitely, if we go to these 3 same pools again, we're definitely going to try different pools. That's for sure. So this tournament definitely left a bad taste in my mouth, and we looked at my wounds for a little while. I hate zeroing on a day, you know, or at least not catching any keepers. It's a tough one to swallow, but you know, you're gonna have those days. You just gotta bounce back, move on to the next one. We got 4 other tournaments left, well 3, and then maybe 4 if we win. So we got other tournaments that need our attention right now. And we're just gonna move forward from there and try to figure that out. Well, I just wanted to give you guys some insight of what went on in this tournament, why we're not doing the outro there, and you know, kind of what happened. And hopefully you guys learned of what not to do from this whole experience, because I know I learned quite a few things. Just keep in mind when you lose and when you have a really bad day, or when you're not catching anything, you're still learning. There's still stuff that you're figuring out, like you're eliminating water, stuff like that. So just keep in mind when you're having a bad day, think about it. Think about what's going on. Think about what's happening and where you've gone, and you know, things you've already fished. If they're not there, find new cover and find different areas. Well, that's gonna do it for this one. If you stuck around for this, thank you. I really appreciate you guys. And you know, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like, comment if you want. We got some other stuff coming up too. Just stick with me. We're gonna have a good one this summer. We're just getting kicked off, and it's gonna get good. So until the next one, catch you guys later.